New to a new country, and your money feels louder than your dreams. What if every paycheck could become a plan instead of a guess? If that sounds nice but unattainable, you're not alone. Today, I'm talking to people who crossed borders with big hopes and small safety nets. You can turn that into a steady path forward, even if you're starting from scratch. Let's start with a simple truth. The money problems new immigrants face aren't personal flaws. They're often a mismatch between how money works here and how money worked back home. The fix isn't dramatic. It's a plan you can follow every month, step by step. I want to share a strategy I've seen work. The three-bucket plan. It's a practical, easy way to divide money so you cover basics, build credit, and start growing wealth without feeling overwhelmed. The goal is to create clear priorities, automate what you can, and then grow from there. Bucket 1 is essentials and debt. Think of it as the safety net for living here. About half to a little over half of your take-home pay goes into this bucket at first. What goes into bucket A? Rent or housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, and basic healthcare. This is your daily life money, not the fun money. You also set aside debt payments here, especially any high-interest debt you brought with you or accumulated since arriving. The rule is simple. Fund bucket A first, every month. If you're hoping to cut costs, ask yourself 3 questions. Can I find a cheaper apartment? Can I switch to a cheaper plan for cell service or internet? Can I combine trips to save on gas? Small changes add up fast. Right now, you should aim to cover your essentials and at least minimum debt payments before anything else. Once you have a stable rent, utilities, and groceries, you'll reduce stress and create room for growth. Bucket 2 is credit and skill building. This is about making money back to you by improving your financial reputation and your earning power. Plan to allocate about 15 to 25% of your income here, once bucket A is stable. For credit, you must treat it like a tiny, watchful animal. Do not ignore it. Start with a basic secured card or a low-limit card, and always pay on time. If you can become an authorized user on a trusted family member's account, that can help too, but only if the primary user has a strong payment history. Another important move is to monitor your credit score and your utilization. Try to keep balances below 30% of your credit limit. If you can stay under 10%, that's even better for your score. The goal is to build a score that makes future credit cheaper and easier to obtain. And while you're building credit, invest in your earning power. Look at local job markets and see which skills pay more. A small online course, a certification, or a language improvement can unlock better roles. Allocate some time and resources here, even if the amount is small at first. Bucket 3 is growth and wealth. This is where you start to move from surviving to building something larger. Start with about 10 to 20% of your take-home pay, once buckets A and B are on solid ground. The core idea here is automatic investing and long-term planning. Open a simple, low-cost investment option if available, like broad market index funds or a diversified fund. If your workplace offers a retirement plan with a company match, join it. If you don't have a plan at work, consider a personal investment account or a tax-advantaged option if your country offers one. Automate your investments. Set up a monthly transfer from your checking to your investment account. Treat investing as a bill you must pay. Even small, regular investments compound over time and are powerful for new arrivals who start early. Now let's break down a practical 12-step path you can follow in the first 3 months. This turns the 3-bucket plan into a concrete action plan you can actually complete. First, do a 30-day money map. For 30 days, write down every expense, no matter how small. This includes coffee, snacks, bus fares, and every bill. The goal isn't to judge yourself, but to reveal where your money actually goes. Second, set up your banking in a country-friendly way. Get a local bank account if you can, and have your salary deposited there. This helps you avoid expensive foreign transactions and makes budgeting easier. Third, build an emergency fund. Start with enough to cover 1 month of essential expenses. Add another month as soon as possible, then aim for 3 to 6 months. This fund is your shield against job changes, illness, or slow periods. Fourth, list your debts clearly. Put all debts on a sheet, the amount, interest rate, monthly payment, and minimum payment. Decide whether you want to attack the highest interest debt first or use the smallest balance to gain momentum. Either approach works, pick one and stick to it. Fifth, start building credit deliberately. If you don't have a credit history, a secured card can be your first step. Make small purchases you can pay off in full every month to show you're responsible. Pay on time, every time. Sixth, create a simple budget that you can actually follow. Use a plain spreadsheet or a budgeting app. Start with buckets A, B, and C as fixed percentages, then adjust as your situation changes. The key is consistency, not perfection. Seventh, begin investing in a disciplined way. If you have access to a low-cost index fund, start with a modest automatic contribution. Even $5 or $10 a week adds up over time. The habit matters more than the amount at the start. Eighth, seek employer matches if you have a job. If your employer offers a retirement plan with a match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. That is free money growing with you. Ninth, consider a small side gig to accelerate progress. Use your existing skills, whether it's driving, tutoring, translation, or digital work. Side income can speed up your ability to reach bucket C goals without wrecking your daily life. 10th, guard against the remittance trap. It's easy to send money home every month, but that can become a ladder you climb for years without building your own base. Decide a reasonable remittance amount and schedule it after you've funded your essentials and your emergency fund. 11th, build a small money support network. Join local groups or online communities focused on personal finance for immigrants. Ask questions, share wins, and learn from people who speak your language and understand your circumstances. This is not a hobby, it's a resource. 12th, schedule a monthly review. Pick a day each month to sit with your numbers. Review spending, adjust buckets, check your credit score, and update your goals. Consistency is the secret weapon here. A few practical tips to keep this plan realistic. First, language matters. If you're still learning, write your numbers in plain language so you actually understand where you stand. Avoid jargon and keep your notes visible. Second, think in local terms. Prices, banks, and rules vary by country. What works in one place might need adaptation in another. The core ideas stay the same. Protect essentials, build credit, invest for growth. Third, be patient with yourself. Immigrant money stories aren't overnight miracles. The plan won't make you wealthy in a month, but it will steadily build a stronger base you can rely on. Let me give a quick example of how this can unfold. Maria arrived with a small savings cushion and a lot of questions. She set up bucket A first, ensuring rent, utilities, and groceries were covered. She paid minimums on her existing debt and avoided new debt. She opened a secured card to start building credit and joined a low-cost online course to upgrade her language and job skills. She automated a modest monthly investment into a broad market fund and took advantage of her employer's match. Within 6 months, her emergency fund was growing, her credit score improved, and she felt a new sense of control. This isn't about chasing quick wins. It's about building a dependable system you can repeat, month after month, year after year. It's about turning a new country into a place where your money serves your goals, not the other way around. If you're listening and thinking this could help you, start with one small step today. Pick one action from the 12 steps and do it within the next 24 hours. It might be tracking one day's expenses, opening a bank account, or setting up an automatic transfer for a small investment. In the comments, tell me which step you're starting with and why. I'll read every reply and share practical tweaks based on what people are actually facing in different places. If you want more examples from people in different countries, say so, and I'll tailor future videos. Remember, your path to financial stability as a new immigrant is a series of small, repeatable actions. You don't need a perfect plan now, just a plan you can follow consistently. The 3-bucket plan gives you that structure without turning money into a mystery. If you found this useful, please like it, subscribe to keep getting practical, down-to-earth guidance like this, and drop a comment with your first step and what you're hoping to achieve in the next 3 months. Your move starts now.